This is Prophet Pastor Ran. Good morning, this Prophet Pastor Ran. Today I'll be sharing a hip hop prophecy. I'll be sharing a hip hop prophecy. This prophecy is going out to the hip hop world. Those are involved in the hip hop, those are involved in the music industry. This prophecy is going straight to them. I'll show my camera. The prophecy is going straight to them. So I'll be doing a hip hop prophecy. This Prophet Pastor, and I'm going to do a hip hop prophecy. I'm going to be talking about some of the people, things that are happening. So the first thing I want to talk about is this thing that I see that is happening between Aka or AKA and this rapper Casper Nyovest. I told you I'm a modern day prophet. Modern day prophet means that I talk about the things of the day, the things that are worrying people, the things that are making people to be worried. And I'm going to be talking about those things. Where you see there's a story where you see people, one rapper, I think in this AKA or Aka, AKA this South African rapper, this rapper is insulting another rapper's mother. He insulted another rapper's mother. And I'm going to be prophesying about Nigeria, what is happening in Nigeria, what I see. I see Charles online. Charles, I greet you. How are you? I greet you. I see Charles online. Those of you that are on Facebook, you can join me on Facebook. This rapper, this Nigerian musician, P-Square. P-Square, going to be talking about P-Square. We're going to talk about what is happening with Davido and some other Nigerian musicians, Wizkid and those people. I'm going to be prophesying about what is happening also in the US with in the rap and hip hop world. What's happening in the US? What I see happening in the US. I see a rapper that's going to be killed. I see a US rapper that's going to be killed. And in the course of this program, I'm going to tell you what is happening, how they're going to shoot that person. And you need to be very watchful about this, because I see this US placed, and I see a rapper that's going to be killed. I'll give you the name of that rapper in the course of this, and I'm going to talk about what is happening in the music industry as a whole. Let me tell you something. Music is a spirit. Most people don't know the music is a spirit. Music is actually a spirit. There's a spirit in music. So the music industry is controlled by spirits. There's something about music that you need to know. Music is the only thing that makes the soul to leap, the soul to jump, the soul to leap. So the Bible says something about Satan. When Lucifer was in heaven, Lucifer was the chief worshipper. The Bible says God created Lucifer and made his body as an instrument of worship. His body was a pipe of music, meaning the whole body of Lucifer was his pipe of music. So Lucifer understood the importance of music. The Bible says every morning Lucifer will get up in the throne of God and worship God in that throne of God. And when Lucifer was cast down from heaven, he understood, he knew, although the gifts that Lucifer had was taken from him, he knew the power of music. He knew what happens when music is played. He knew the relationship between music and the soul. There's a powerful thing relationship between music and the soul. He knows about that relationship. So Lucifer is an agent that knows exactly what is going on. And I'm going to be sharing with you what is happening. How Lucifer has confused the world, has turned the world upside down, using the things that he saw in heaven, using the things that God showed him in heaven. So one thing you need to know about music is that never idolize any person on earth because of music. Never create idols because of music. Never look at a musician and say, this person is an idol. I want to take all my sons. As I told those of you that want to get my anointed beats, you must make sure you get anointed beats. My personal anointed beats. I will ship it all over the world. My personal anointed beats has my personal power inside of it. And those of you that want me to ship it, I will ship it all over the world. I ship it all over to Asia, to the US, to Europe, everywhere I ship it in Asia. Once you get it, write to me at prophetpastor@gmail.com. You can WhatsApp me, you can write to me. I'm going to send you my personal anointed beats. The moment I get my personal anointed beats, let me tell you something. Things are going to happen. You see, many of my sons are going to get this personal anointed beats. So I told you, music is very powerful. But you should never idolize any human being. Never idolize any human being on this earth. the talent that any person has, the talent to sing music, the talent to play soccer, the talent to do whatever, the gifts that the person has, that gift was put inside by God. So God put the gift inside of that person to do the things that the person is doing. So there's nobody that has the gift to sing, or the gift to dance, or the gift to play soccer, or the gift to run, or the gift, all those people that have got all those gifts to do whatever. Those gifts were put in by God. So before God created man, he created the gifts of man before he created man. So the gift of man were created. It means the gift, your talents, everything, the qualities of your body were created before you were created. So he put that talent inside of you. It is God's talent, it's God's gift. So wherever you see any person that is talented, you must worship God, because God put the gift inside of the person. When you say this person can sing, it's God that sings through that person. When you say this person can run, it's God that runs through that person. If you say this person can dance, it's God that dances through that person. So the gift, I see somebody there, Charles, I greet you. So the gift of God in that person is the thing that makes that person to do the thing. So never idolize any human being, never idolize any musician, never idolize any rapper. Now I see this thing about AKA insulting the parents of Casper Nyovest. So in South Africa, there's an artist called AKA, there's one called Casper Nyovest. And this man went too far to insult the mother of and the father of Casper Nyovest. And this is very important. The Bible says something. The Bible says, honor your father and your mother, that it may be well with you, and that you may live long on the earth. When you find a situation where a particular rapper go and insult the mother or the father of another rapper, know there's a danger that you're attracting yourself. Because I see this thing going to go far. Juliet, good morning. He says, Juliet, prophet, good morning. Good morning. I see Juliet. Watch and share, watch and share. Whenever I see a situation now where you see him, because I see this AKA, I see him, he's going to be struggling. He's going to be struggling. We need to pray, we're going to be struggling, because this thing is going to blow out of proportion. Because it's not going to end like that. I see this thing not ending like that. Because I see a lot of things happening behind the scenes, like people start to fight each other, one to eliminate the other one. This thing that you're hearing the media about, this one insulting this one mother. At the moment that people need to start asking for serious forgiveness, and not only forgiveness, but you need to open their mouth and change, turn away, because I see this AKA, he's going to be chased. They're going to be looking for him. He's going to be looking for him, because I see a lot of people that have been angered. Some people have been angered. They're very upset, and they've been angered, and they're looking for this rapper, this AKA. So he must watch out what is happening. I see in the prophetic, because of that insult that mother. But he may not know, but let me tell you something. For the children that honor, like that's why Casper Nyovest, this Casper Nyovest is a rapper from God. This man, because he say God has put a gift. Let me tell you something. God can put a gift inside someone to sing music. Satan can also put words to give people to sing music. So that's why the kingdom of the music, this music kingdom, there's light and darkness that's fighting. It's light and darkness. Because I see even this music, like even this relationship will suffer. I see him going from one woman to the next woman, confused to another woman to the next woman. I see another woman. I mean, his relationships are going to be destroyed, because I see something that is following him to create all of this. The moment he comes back to God, he needs to come back to God. He needs to find God. He needs to turn his back and come back to God. So I see something this okay, that is a dark cloud that is following him. A very dark cloud that is following him. Yes. Bazana, I see you. How are you, Bazana? A dark cloud that is following him. Now I want to talk about in the US. I see a US a musician, a young musician being shot. A young musician in the US, a young rapper, a young hip hop artist and a musician being shot. And I see this young man, I think his name is 6ix9ine, something like 6ix9ine. I see that name 6ix9ine, the spirit. The young man is going to be shot. He's trying to shoot a young person, that young man. I see people that have been paid money to shoot him, because he's exposing a lot of other rap musicians, hip hop musicians. We should pray, because I see there's a musician, there's a particular rapper or an artist. Pastor, I see you morning, say morning, my prophet. I see you. Make sure you watch and share. There's a particular rapper called in the US called Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg. Don't know if you know Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg. Most people know about Snoop Dogg. He's the brain behind most of the things that be happening in the rap industry in the United States from 1980. From 1980, that's Snoop Dogg and that's another man called Dr. Dre. They have fueled a lot of different things. So the life they've given to that rap industry, that life meaning when you hear people start taking music, listening to music and shooting each other, after listening to music, you must know there's something wrong with that music. There's a spirit that's driving that music. That's Snoop Dogg and that Dr. Dre. They've created a terrible, terrible system of killing in America from their music. Music can infect people. The Bible says something. The Bible says each time there's a demon that will enter a soul, and when David played the harp, the Bible said that demon will leave soul. Why would the demon leave soul? Because the music, I see you. The music had the power to make that demon to leave soul. Music has the power to chase out demon, but it can also bring demons. You can listen to certain music in your house. Spirits start to enter into your house because they create the atmosphere that attracts those spirits. That's why I say music for the child of God. When you listen to a music, the music of God, meaning music that is good, music that is good, what happens is your soul begins to leap. Your soul wants to go back to heaven. You start to dance. That's why when you watch children that dance, children that listen to music, when you listen to children, you watch them dance, they will want to jump up. They want to jump up. That's good music. Music makes your souls to leap up. When your soul is leaping up, you know it's good music. But when you listen to music that makes you start shaking your bums, start shaking your breasts, start shaking your sexual organs in your body, your sexual organs. If you watch that kind of music, it's not music from God. That's how you know which spirit is controlling which musician. Just watch their videos. Watch how they dance. There are two kinds of dance. There's what I call godly dance, and there's the one I call the dance from the evil world, satanic dance. Even in the churches now, you watch people start dancing this dance what they call twerking. Shaking their bums, shaking their private organs, shaking their breasts, all those dance. All those dance are not dance of God, meaning they're being controlled by another spirit. That's how you know. You can go to a place where people are dancing, you can know which spirit is in that place based on how they're dancing. You can watch a person dancing, you can know which spirit is in that person based on how that person dances. When a person dances, that is a dance of God, meaning it doesn't matter the music, if the dance of God means the spirit is excited. What happens to the soul of man? The soul of man wants to go back to heaven, wants to go back to God. So the soul of man will always leap and jump. So that's why you find when babies dance, when children dance, they jump. Something make what they leap, they start to jump up and down. They jump up and down. When babies dance, that's a holy dance. When babies dance, they jump up and down. But when old men dance, some of the old men when they start dancing, start shaking their bum, shaking their private organs, shaking their breasts, shaking this, shaking that. You see, the reason they're shaking their sexual organs is because the music is coming from the dark world. It's activating another spirit inside of them. That's how you know. That's why this twerking, worship kind of dancing people are dancing. All those twerking, some people even not twerking at church. Those dances are not dance from God. They're not dance from God. They're not music from God. So I see the 6ix9ine being shot. And I see 50 Cent, this rapper 50 Cent in America. I see a lot of things about 50 Cent being called, being interviewed, questioned. I see people and a lot of other people are going to be suspected because this particular rapper, this boy 6ix9ine, this small boy that I see being shot, they have paid some people, hitmen, to go after him and kill him. I'm speaking to those in America. I'm not in America, I'm in Africa. I'm speaking to those in the United States, and I'm going to watch out for this rapper, this 6ix9ine. I don't know who 6ix9ine is. The spirit is showing me that name 6ix9ine. That they're looking for him to shoot him. They're haunting him, like many groups are haunting him. Because the more he's alive, the more he exposes them. The more he's exposing them, the more they're scared they're going to go to prison. Because it's about, they're saying I better shoot him and kill him than go to prison. Because some of them are young men that is exposing them, 20s, 19, 21, those young musicians, exposing them. I'm telling you now, it's a prophetic. You need to pray for these Americans, pray for these United States rappers. I want to talk something about the Nigerian, the rappers, the music industry in Nigeria, to see what I see in Nigeria. I see this group, this twin, P-Square, this group P-Square. I see them coming back. I see them reconciling. Something's going to happen that will make them to reconcile. I don't know what's going to happen, but something's going to happen. that's going to make them, they're going to say, no, we now have to reconcile. Because I see them, they'll be fighting. But let me tell you something, they'll come to a point, they'll even forget where the problem was coming from. They'll forget where that problem was coming from. They'll sit and they'll ask themselves, what was the problem again? They cannot remember what was the problem. Because that problem was a spiritual problem, it was not a natural problem. It was a spiritual problem. I see them reconciling. I think something is going to happen through their families, something, I don't know, about their wives or something is going to happen between that family that's going to make them say, the only way we can solve this is if we reconcile. The way we can solve this is if we bring back if we stay as one in the family. Because Satan has been attacking this young man called Paul, that young Paul. Satan has been attacking him. Don't know what's happening, whether it's a sickness or what that's going to bring the family back together. Remember, sometimes God allows problem to come to you, not to destroy you, but to bring you back to Himself. So some people now, this coronavirus has brought them back to God. Some people, this stay at home, this thing, when they lose their job, that's when they go to church. Some people, they lose their job when they go to church. Okay, I'm not going to be long. I'm not going to be long. It's powerful. So I see this happening. I see the music industry is going to be changed. I see a lot of things, new things that are going to happen. I see musicians that are going to be raised. That's why I prophesied. There's a prophecy about Kanye West. Kanye West, I told the people Kanye West was going to be a big musician, but I see some people partnering with Kanye West, like collaborating to do music with Kanye West. I see some big artists are coming to do music with Kanye West, because Kanye West will start to produce some kind of music that is a unique kind of music. I see those people coming to do music with Kanye West. I see them. You need to pray. In the mighty name of Jesus, amount of time. It's going to be a quick prophecy, amount of time. God is doing something. In Jesus' name.